Where is the internet? If you ask 100 people, most of them will point up. To the satellites, to outer space, to the cloud. It seems obvious. We even call it cloud storage. But that's not true. Right now, almost all international internet traffic travels across the ocean floor. Every time you open YouTube, send a message, pay with a credit card, or make a video call, there's a high chance that data is traveling halfway around the world, not through a satellite, but through a thin, fragile fiber-optic cable. This is exactly how continents are connected, not by space, by the sea. This begs the question, if satellites already exist, why don't we just use them? The answer is surprisingly simple. Satellites are great where there is no other connection. But if you need to transmit massive amounts of data fast, with minimal delay, subsea lines remain unmatched. That's why they handle over 95% of international internet traffic. But here's the most surprising part. These cables aren't hidden in secret tunnels. They aren't guarded by armies. They just lie in the deep. And from time to time, they get damaged. Most people think these accidents are the work of spies or saboteurs. In reality, the cause is usually much more mundane. A ship's anchor, a fishing trawl, or an underwater earthquake. Such damage happens regularly. It gets fixed by specialized ships that literally harvest the cable from the bottom, replace the damaged section, and drop it back down. And this is where it gets interesting. You might think, if a cable snaps, the internet disappears, but it doesn't, almost never, because the global network wasn't built around a single path. It's like a massive system of roads. If one highway is blocked, the data finds another route, sometimes longer, sometimes slower, but it still reaches its destination. That's why most people don't even notice when a line snaps on the other side of the planet. There's one more fact. These cables cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And today, the biggest buyers of new routes are no longer governments. They are tech companies, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon. Because for them, data speed is no longer just a convenience. It's the foundation of their business. We're used to saying, upload it to the cloud. But the cloud isn't the sky. It's data centers, servers, electricity, and thousands of miles of wiring in the dark abyss. The internet doesn't fly over our heads. It runs beneath our feet. More precisely, deep beneath the waves. That's why one of the most critical infrastructures of the modern world almost never crosses our minds, because we are looking up, even though the answer has been down below all along. Look again. The world is more interesting than it seems.